So I think a really big question is, how you found your audience or your clients or people to come to your party or look at your funny website.
I don't know, post sexy tweets.
Well, I mean, you're giving content like what people want. You need to be giving people what they want, and people want to see what we had. And actually, it's kind of an interesting story, because so those 3 days where we went from 50 hits a day to over 1 million, all I did was, it was right when Facebook fan pages had just started. It was May of 2009. So I sent out a Facebook fan page to everyone I was friends with on Facebook, and that's how it happened.
How many people were you friends with at the time?
1,400.
1,400 friends?
Wow. At the beginning of Facebook?
Well, no, it was 2009. It was
Oh.
the beginning of Facebook fan pages.
Gotcha.
So, but now that's kind of hard, I think, because a lot of people have figured that out and do fan pages. But having unique social media campaigns, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is just jumping on new things and trying new things right away. Being an early adopter is definitely, maybe become an expert at Google Plus. Like, you still have time. Check it out. You never know.
That's right. Early days.
Yeah, I would say for us, finding the right clients to approach was a similar process of figuring out what we want to do, and then figuring out who wants that, and testing it out, and then continue to go back and forth with testing it, seeing how it's working, and then adopting it and changing it. And I think that, I guess, especially relevant to finding the right clients.
I would say you have to be really aggressively friendly. That's how I built my business from literally, I knew nobody in Manhattan, and now we have millions of people on the site using our services. But it took a long time. So going from 10 people, I basically did old-fashioned verbal viral marketing, where I just called people up on the phone and invited them to a party. And this was pre-internet, pre-email. So I started that early. And then gradually people, through word of mouth, spread the news that there was this cocktail party. So that was the other strategy, though, is having an event. Events are very powerful. Everybody talks about social marketing on the web, but having people together in a room like this, people leave here, they feel good, they're talking about it. That creates a warm halo around New York City interns. So, or New York
creative interns.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, I would say having events is really helpful, even if they're small events, even if it doesn't cost much for you to do. I didn't pay for anybody's drinks early on. It's an open bar. It was a cash bar. And today it's the same way, and people are still coming out for drinks. So you have to realize that there's a value to bringing people together, that they may pay something or nothing, but they'll pay for their own drinks. And so that was one way. And then ultimately through email marketing. Email marketing is extremely powerful. A lot of young people don't use email anymore. Do you guys use email as much as I do? Raise your hand. Yeah, because I'm dealing with my high school nieces and nephew, and they don't use email at all. They use texts, but it's hard to do marketing through text. So email's good still, and obviously the web and social marketing.
Yeah, I'll definitely second the events. One of the things that I do is called the Red Umbrella Diaries, and it's a monthly live storytelling series. And it's pretty small. We get maybe 100 folks as the audience every time, and people who've had experience in the sex industry tell true stories about their lives. And it's a cash bar, and we get 15% of the bar tab. So that's another useful kind of way. So it's free to get in, but we make a percentage of the bar, which is excellent. And I think that, yeah, absolutely, having people together in the room, in the same space, sharing a good time is super, super valuable, and allows me to have in-person interactions with people who I email and text and all that kind of stuff. So that's one aspect of the audience, but a lot of it also has just been just getting a lot of media and aggressively pursuing that. So like last year, the Village Voice wrote up the Red Umbrella Diaries as a Best of NYC choice, and that's been really helpful, and just kind of pursuing stories wherever I see a place where we can kind of insert ourselves is really good. So being on that kind of like earned media aspect, and not just wait for phone calls from media, but to kind of go out and look for moments when media stories are happening that we can contribute to is really, really valuable.
Oh, yeah.